And maybe I'll take you to the site and just show you how easy it is to find an RV to rent. So this is our homepage, and right here you can search by the class in your area. So let's just say Class C, and bam, it's all the Class Cs that are in your zip code. So right now it's got. I was looking at Atlanta, Georgia, but there's an example.
Yeah, that does make it easy. That's nice.
Yeah.
So you guys really rent pretty much anything. I mean, the large Class A's to just everything, huh?
All kinds, and we have some really cool Class A's on there. Some that are I'd have to find it. I don't know, Richard, if you want to find it and maybe share your screen. It's like a rock and roll RV, completely luxuried
like
out.
A tour bus?
Yeah, like a rock and roll tour bus, nice. And the host will actually drive it for you and get you there because it is so huge and so intimidating. Yeah, if you go to our site, here's our little.
I like that kind of service.
Yeah, driver included.
Yeah. Because I mean, driving, I'm sure for most people is the scary part of it. You know, a vehicle, especially like you're talking about our rock and roll tour bus size. That's going to intimidate 90% of the population if they've never driven.
Yeah.
Something. I mean, some people are just like, whatever, I'll take it on. But
another thing that we're seeing a lot of our hosts do is they'll deliver the RV. So you just pull up, even if it's a trailer. So this is a real popular feature for trails, and you can search by that. You can filter whether delivery is available, and then you'll only see RVs where the host is willing to deliver them. And that's super popular. You don't have to tow the trailer. You just pull up with your Volkswagen Beetle or whatever you're driving, and it's all set up and done professionally, so you don't have to worry about it. So that's another nice feature. And hosts usually will do that, if it's within 50 miles or whatever.
What about miles, Paul? How is that something that's based from person to person of the renter, of how far somebody's allowed to take the RV?
Yeah, I mean, this is a great question. Each host really sets their own prices and their own policies. Obviously, there's no miles for trailers, but for motorhomes, yeah, there's typically a certain number of miles included per day, and we see typically there 100 or more miles per day. And if you do go over that, then there's a mileage charge. But also, some hosts, I mean, it's really part of the discussion with the host, how far are you going to go with this RV? Because even though there's a surcharge on the mileage, some hosts may not want a very long trip. We have other hosts that don't mind at all. Like, we have a couple of really large fleets on our platform, and I'll go back to showing you in the search results. You can also search by one-way rentals. And so we have El Monte on our site, which is the second largest fleet. We have a couple of other large fleets. And for instance, El Monte has almost 40 locations across the US. So you can rent an RV to go from one place to another. And so you can do one-way rentals. And we're also, I believe, unique in letting people search for that, because we're really, frankly, the only site where there's large fleets, because we don't have any fees. So if you're going to be on the internet, you might as well be on RVnGO.